Hey, Tim with Perkins Roofing here, and today we're going to talk about our contract terms. Now, I get a lot of questions about our contract terms, why they're there, what means what, specific questions. Some of the terms are a little vague or a little general, kind of broad. We don't change terms based on each type of residence. So some terms may only apply to commercial properties while others apply to residential properties. So sometimes I get questions, hey, why does this say this? I just have a little house, blah, blah, blah. So we'll get into the terms and go through them one by one so that when you get a contract from Perkins Roofing or an estimate from Perkins Roofing, you can understand what the terms mean, why they are there, if they apply to you, etc., etc. And thank you for watching the video. If you like any of my YouTube videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, and call us for any of your roofing needs. I'm going to go through the contract so you can understand what all of the contract terms mean. Here under the total pay, the total amount of the contract, you can see the terms and conditions of the contract. The first term here mentions payment terms. So this is the payment that's going to be due, when it's going to be due. Generally, we accept a down payment for, you can see this one is 50%. This is a repair contract that we're looking at. And then the remaining net balance is due once we complete. Substantial completion means when the project is complete, usually when there's for a re-roof, when there's a final inspection. Sometimes there are punch lists, so the punch list does not delay the contract. The contract is due when the final is passed. As we scroll down here, you see builder's risk insurance. The owner and the GC have risk of loss and may elect at their sole cost to cover the risk by buying builder's risk insurance. It's an insurance that you can get as a homeowner so that if there are materials on your home that are vandalized, destroyed, or stolen, your house burns down when the materials are there, then it covers the loss of the materials so you're not out of pocket. You're responsible for the materials on your property, not the contractor. Florida's Homeowners Construction Recovery Fund. This is basically in case you get ripped off by a contractor. This is information that we have to legally put in our contracts so you can contact someone in case you get ripped off. Windstorm insurance. This is just showing you basically where the insurances are currently on when they require a re-roof. If you do a shingle, 3-tab shingle re-roof, insurances nowadays, most of them will require a re-roof after 15 years. Architectural shingle, 20 years. Flat roof, 20 years. And tile, 30 years. It depends on the tile. Clay tile is 30 years. Now for concrete tile, they're looking closer to like 25 years. This right here just mentions our charitable donations. When we get a signed contract, we donate to charity $50 for repairs, $250 for re-roofs. Now we'll get into the sweet stuff. We'll get into the contract provisions. We can see here, number 1 is the schedule. This basically says that timelines are contingent upon accidents or delays beyond our control. So if there's an issue with a material that we need, where there's a delay in the manufacturing or distribution or the logistics of us getting our materials on time, or there are rain days, named storms, then that can affect the schedule of the project that we are completing, and we are not to be held responsible for that. And the incident that liquidated damages are part of the contract. That's more like a commercial construction type thing, usually for residential. So if you're a homeowner, that's not really anything that you have to worry about because there's not usually a schedule that we have to finish the project by per the contract. Scrolling down here, there's a note that permitting times are usually between 30 to 45 days. So once you sign the contract, we can't go ahead and start. We have to get the permit. And the permit usually takes 30 to 45 days. So if it's a re-roofing contract, we're going to be waiting for a while. Repairs, you don't need a permit for. So if we are doing a roof repair, or we're doing roof maintenance, or cleaning the roof, annual maintenance, stuff like that, gutters, little things like that, you do not need a permit for. Fascia repairs, stuff like that. But if you're doing a full re-roof, you need a permit. And even now, if you're going to do a roof restoration, you also have to get a permit now for a roof restoration. So roof coatings, you need a permit for that. Liability. Basically, this is saying that Perkins Roofing will not be held responsible for construction effects like dust, dirt, noise. You never know what people are going to say. We're in Miami. People sue for all kinds of odd things, so we have to put this in here that yes, this is a major construction project. There are going to be effects due to the major construction, and we'll maintain the yard, etc., as best as possible, but we can't be held responsible for damages that occur due to normal construction effects or dirt or whatever coming in, dust being caused. That's just a part of the construction project. If you don't like it, then please don't be there when we are doing the project. People tent their houses. You can't be there for that. If you're allergic to dust and whatever, then don't be there during the project. Also, please note Perkins Roofing offers a driveway and paver protection plan, also pools where we can cover sidewalk, driveways, pavers, pools, etc. as needed. So we can offer that at an additional price depending on what needs to be covered, plants, stuff like that. So this is something you're interested in. This is not a normal thing that we do on our contracts. If you want us to cover all these accessories, then this would be an additional price that you can ask or inquire about. Number 3, warranty. The warranty shall apply to specifications only. So whatever the specs say in the contract, that is what is covered under the warranty, not other items. Because sometimes we'll repair one area and then maybe you have a leak in another area and then you want to blame us that, hey, I paid you to fix my leak. But guess what? You have multiple leaks. So whatever is written in the contract, the specifications and the location, that is what is covered under the warranty, not other items. Also, damage caused by other circumstances are not covered under the warranty. Other circumstances such as tree damage, like a tree falls on your roof, or you have people up on your roof walking around, AC guys, whatever, put holes in the roof, that would not be covered under the warranty. Other workers, termites. If other roofers go up on your roof, anything that they do would void the warranty. So if another roofer comes up on your roof, you hire them to do the repair after we do the re-roof because you think they're cheaper, and if you're under warranty or so whatever, or if an AC guy goes up on your roof and messes up your roof, that is not covered under the warranty. Additionally, mold from AC. You blast your AC at 58 degrees during the summer, and you get condensation, and it puts mold in your drywall. That is not covered under your roofing warranty. So obviously, like if there's a hole in the roof, that's by us, or there's issues with the roof that install the workmanship, that is all covered in the warranty. And see here, number 5, repair warranties. Any repair warranty only covers the area of the repair as previously discussed. In the event of future leaks in additional areas or due to additional causes, the warranty will not cover these areas, and these new or additional issues would require an additional contract for work. That should make sense. Note, roof repairs are only temporary solutions to a long-term problem. The signature below indicates the customer understands that foregoing a roof replacement for a roof repair may not correct all of the leak issues with the home. Many times leaks are prolonged due to other issues with the structure, AC condensation, mechanical equipment issues, attic ventilation issues, humidity issues. So there are other issues that can contribute to leaks that may not be the roof's fault. So this is basically what that's saying. Also, termite damage is a major issue in Florida. Oddly, termites cause more leaks in Florida than water damage, than hurricanes, than storms. So termites are the #1 source of roof leaks in Florida. Please remember that. If we do a repair on the roof, fix a hole, and you have a termite problem and you don't treat the termites might go back right to the same spot and create a whole new hole again. Then you're going to say, hey, I paid you to fix this. But guess what? If we fixed it before, we have the photos that we fixed it, changed the wood out, and then the termites go in there and put another hole on it in the roof. That's not on us. That's on you as the homeowner for not maintaining your home. Number 6, damage limitation. In the event any breach of contract or defective work claim against Perkins Roofing Corporation, the total liability to owner shall be deemed limited to the contract price. This means that if we do a $30,000 roof for you and there's damages, and you try to go after us for damages, the maximum amount that you can go after us for would be the contract price. So if you do a $30,000 roof, you can't say, oh, there's $100,000 of damages. The most you can say is $30,000 of damages. Regardless, you would be putting an insurance claim in, and it would go through the insurance. Perkins, when you go through the insurance, is not liable. So if there's an issue, you put it in. You tell us there's an issue. If we agree, yes, it's an issue, sorry about that, we usually try to fix it on our own first. It actually says in our contract later down, you'll see you have to give us the chance to fix and correct the issue before you just hire someone else to fix it, or you do something else on your own, or you put an insurance claim in. You have to give us the chance to fix it. If we fix it, and we'll try to fix everything for you. If it's a major problem, we'll say, okay, we're going to put an insurance claim in, we're going to fix it, and then the insurance will cover the interior damages. And we only pay a deductible. So we pay like a $5,000 deductible. So we're not, if there's $50,000 in damages, we're not coming out of pocket $50,000. We come out of pocket $5,000. The insurance covers the rest. That's how that works. Number 7, roof components. Unless otherwise specified in the contract, re-roof will only include standard roofing terminations per the manufacturer. Other components included must be specified within the contract. So if you see something is not in the contract, you need to tell us before you sign off if you want something added. You can't come and tell us after, hey, I wanted actually copper metals, and you didn't put copper metals. Our standard contract usually includes galvanized metals. If you want an upgraded metal, you need to let us know, or it needs to be part of the plans or whatever so that it can be included in the contract before you sign the contract. We can't just pay for a copper upgrade when it wasn't included in the contract. Number 8, non-roofing details. Perkins Roofing may recommend repairs or replacement of non-roofing components that may still affect the viability of the roofing system, including but not limited to stucco or wall repairs, treatments tied into the roofing system, plumbing or drainage issues, HVAC mechanical issues, solar panels, pool cages, gutters, etc. Because sometimes we may find up on the roof that there are vents that don't work right, or AC ducts that are bad. If you have a hole in your AC duct, water's going to come straight down into the AC duct. Or bad stucco cracks. All the time, water comes in through vertical wall transitions, stuccos, walls, parapet walls, and then gets underneath the roofing system. If we tell you you need to fix this and you don't fix it, then bye-bye warranty. Because that affects the roofing system. I think that can be understood. Number 9, annual maintenance inspection. Basically, Perkins Roofing every year will come out to do a free annual maintenance inspection. We look at the roof, document everything for the insurance in case a hurricane comes and blows your roof off so that you can get your money faster since everything will be documented. And we also look to see if there are any issues with the roof. Unfortunately, oftentimes, when you hire your AC guy, if your AC units are on your roof, they don't care about the roof. They'll come in, do some weird stuff to the roof, or put holes in the roof. So this is why we check. Or if you have trees over your house, coconuts fall on the roof, break roofing tiles, whatever. And then the roofing tiles are the shield. If you watch my other YouTube videos on roofing tiles, concrete and clay roofing tiles, check that video out. But you can learn in that video the tiles are not a water barrier, but they act as a shield for the water barrier. If the tiles break and the water barrier is exposed to the sun, the water barrier will crack and delaminate, and you have no more water barrier, which means water comes in, and bye-bye warranty because you didn't fix the tiles that are broken on your roof that you needed to fix. This needs to be understood when you sign the contract, that we are not responsible for tiles breaking from coconuts, but you are responsible as the homeowner to get them fixed in order to protect the roof that we are warranting. Otherwise, you will not get a warranty anymore. Number 10, existing structure. Perkins Roofing Corporation cannot be held liable for undetectable deficiencies within the existing structure. Obviously, with a roof, we cannot see the condition of the deck until we remove the roof. Sometimes we can get in the attic and see the underside of the deck, but that does not always tell the whole story, especially for sloping. This is very important. We cannot see the slope of the deck. We don't know what the slope of the deck is until we take everything off. Sometimes we take everything off and the slope of the deck is completely different. than how it was on top of the roof. You can't see this. And a lot of the time you can't eyeball this either. It's not something you can just see with your eyes and say, oh, this slope isn't right. Sometimes if there's a big hole or something, you can see it. But that slight slope differences are hard to see with the naked eye. You try it. Go look outside at a sidewalk or a road or whatever. Sometimes they look flat, but they will be pitched 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch. That's per foot. That's very hard to see with the naked eye. Number 11, open beam. If you have an open beam ceiling, you need to tell us. Sometimes we have customers call. We always try to see the inside and see the outside of the home. But sometimes we have customers call. They say, hey, I'm at work. Can you please give me a roof estimate? Check out my roof and let me know what you think. But if that happens, we can't see inside. We don't know you have open beam. When you have an open beam ceiling, you need a double 30-pound layer and short nails, which is a different price to install than if you don't. Otherwise, you're going to get nails straight through your open beam ceiling. So if you have an open beam ceiling, please let us know before you sign the contract so you can get accurate pricing on that. And let all your roofing contractors know this too, because otherwise our price will be higher than everybody else's because you told us and you didn't tell them. But then they'll have to charge you a change order and you're going to be paying extra anyway. Number 12, oil canning. This is if you have a metal roof. Basically, it's an optical illusion where the roof looks dented. If you pick different panels, like striated panels or double ribbed, it can help against seeing the oil canning. So if you're doing a metal roof, this is something to ask us about if you don't understand what I just said. Internal plumbing systems. If you have field roof drains on a flat roof that come inside of the home, we recommend checking them, maintaining them, jetting them prior and after any roofing or construction work on the home. Keep that in mind. This is your responsibility as the homeowner to do this, not our responsibility as the roofer to make sure your plumbing is good to go. We're not plumbers, we're roofers. Number 14, additions by others. In the event additions, such as but not limited to terrace tiling, whatever, grass lighting is going to be done on top of our roof, HVAC, mechanical vents, you need to make sure that that tradesman is working with us. Don't just send them out there to put tiles on top of our roof when we're done and not tell us, because a lot of the time they can put holes in it and mess up the roof. It happens all the time. And then we get sued for a leak. But guess what? It was your tile guys who did it. Or is your HVAC guys who did it. Or you have bad HVAC things after the roof is done, and then you have to pay us again to come out there again. Let us know before the project what your goals are, what all is going to be done, so we can work with your other trades to make sure the work is being done correctly. Number 15, other trades. So this is related. In the event mechanical, plumbing, etc., concrete restoration trades are necessary to complete the tie-in to the roofing system, the owner or owner's representative is responsible for scheduling and hiring these trades in coordination with Perkins Roofing Corp. Unless otherwise agreed to in writing or contracted differently. So it's your responsibility as the building owner or rep to make sure the other trades come out to replace these items as necessary while we are doing the roofing to save money. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay for us to go back out and meet this guy or these trades on the roof to do the work a second time. You're double paying them for our time. Number 16, contract addendums. In the event of any contract addendum, addition, or alteration to the contract, these contract terms shall take ultimate precedence if any conflict or disagreement over any potential terms. So if there's any terms that supersede any others, these terms that we are currently reading supersede any addendums. That's how our contracts work. I will not sign contracts otherwise if that is the case. 17, contract negotiation. Any alterations to the existing contract herein may result in attorney fees being charged to the building owner. So if you send me a 500-page contract that you want added to this contract, you will be paying my lawyer to read through that. 18, workmanship. Perkins Roofing will have final say over the workmanship specifications or details that result in a Perkins Roofing warranty. If you have an engineer, a consultant, a GC who disagrees with the terms of our contract, this needs to be agreed to before we move forward. We can't start the work and then some GC comes in and says, oh, I want 5x7 metal instead of 4x5 metal. That's not how this works. If that's the case, then there will be a change order that can be agreed to, but we will not be doing upgrades or detailed changes that a GC or whoever wants that are not per the contract. Everything needs to be in writing in the contract. Number 19, consultation. If hiring Perkins Roofing is agreed, Perkins Roofing and Perkins Roofing employees are the experts in the field of roofing and are ultimately in charge of the project. We will not have third-party consultants or engineers hired by the owner. They can be indirect observers, but they will not be direct supervisors to Perkins Roofing. The contract is between Perkins Roofing and the owner or the association in some events. That is how the contract is worded. We will discuss with the owner, as agreed to in the contract, anything about the contract, changes, etc., unless otherwise agreed to. If there is a consultant or a GC that you want to hire, this needs to be agreed to prior to the signing of the contract, not after the signing of the contract. You can't hire us and then hire some guy to represent us without our permission. 20, demobilization. If you ask us to leave the property for any reason, then you have to pay for our demobilization fees. Basically, if we're in the middle of the project and you say, hey guys, we want to do this before you continue, you need to leave, and then we have to move all our materials and everything out of the way, then you have to pay us for that time to demobilize the project and to remobilize the project once we come back. Term number 21, cancellation, unknown conditions. If the owner wishes to cancel the transaction that you have signed prior to mobilization, you must pay our administrative fees of $500. So if you cancel the contract after you sign it, there's a $500 administrative fee you have to pay in order for us to cancel the contract, because we've already gone ahead and started permitting right when we get that signature and started documentation, and time is money. Number 22, materials. Additional materials are ordered for each job to ensure there is no shortage on the work site. All leftover materials are the property of Perkins Roofing unless otherwise agreed to in writing. More often than not, we will give you some materials, leftover materials, some shingles, tiles, whatever, for any broken things. But please ask us before and don't get mad at us when we take the materials, extra materials back, because those are our materials. We always order extra. That's just what we do to make sure that we don't have any issues of shortages, especially when we have lead times. And I'm going to take a quick break here. You'll hear from me in 2 seconds. Guys, got to drink some coffee. Got to drink when you got to drink. Number 23, additional terms agreement. In the event payment is not made as agreed in the terms, all fees incurred to collect the payments are paid by the owner or the signer. So if you don't pay on time, then you'll see here, number 24, you get late fees, and you'll have to be responsible for those late fees. The late fee is 5% of the total amount due will be charged recurring each month, which is compounding. So it's not just 5%, the same 5% month over month. With the next 5% on month 2 will include the month 1. And additionally, material suppliers impose late fees to Perkins Roofing. So that's why we have to tack these late fees on. Because we don't pay for the materials until you pay us. Because it's better, honestly, from our end, if we're not the only one with lien rights on you. So if you're not paying your bills, you're probably going to get a lien from us. You're probably going to get a lien from the material distributor, who also hasn't been paid. And everyone has the right to their late fees. See here, number 25, lien rights. Payment has not been received once 45 days overdue. Perkins Roofing Corp. has the right to process a claim of lien under our mechanics lien right law in Florida. So that means that we're putting a lien on the property, which will cloud the title of the property. In the event that you try to sell the property, you would not be able to. And we must be paid before you can sell the property. Number 26, written notice. This is what I was discussing earlier. If there are any repair issues, recall issues under the warranty, you need to provide us written notice and give us 60 days to try to correct this issue before attempting any legal action or insurance claim without our permission. This is actually law. This isn't just something we made up. It's per chapter 558 of the Florida statute. So this is law. You have to provide us this written notice. 27, sorry for the dings. 27, attorney fees. In the event of a legal dispute, the defeated party will pay reasonable attorney fees and travel expenses. So basically, if you're in Miami and I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and then I have to go to court in Miami because you're in Miami, you're going to be paying for my gas too and my attorney's gas. Number 28, payment method discount. This is for residential properties only. Basically, if you have a residential property and you're re-roofing and you're using a credit card, then you can get a 3% discount off the total if you're paying in cash. Because we have to assume if you're a resident, this is just the way that credit card laws work and the way the lobbyists wrote up law, you are not allowed to charge extra to someone using a credit card. But you are allowed to provide a cash discount. So if you are paying with a credit card, we can give you a 3% discount for paying with cash. This is why this is here, because the lobbyists made the credit card laws very difficult. You can't really, they think it's slandering the credit cards if you say, hey, I need to charge you a credit card fee. It dissuades you from using your credit card. Number 29, online payments. Payments are now accepted through PayPal and QuickBooks, and also we accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. Just reach out and let us know if you want to pay with cryptocurrency and we'll set it up for you. Number 30, credit cards. As mentioned, you can use a credit card on a residential property up to 25 grand. Anything higher than that, you got to write and check. 31, financing. Perkins Roofing may assist in providing clients with a third-party financing. We are signed up with Y-Green and Renew Pace. However, we cannot do it for you. So we cannot make the financing terms for you and help prepare the paperwork. We can't do it for you, but we can guide you in the right direction. Same thing with insurance claims. We can guide you with an insurance claim, but we cannot fill out the form for you or help you with the claim. Number 32, referral program. If you refer us new business or give us some reviews, then we can give you a $50 Amazon gift card. 33, digital material rights. We reserve the right to use any photos taken during the project for anything. If you do not agree to that, please let us know before the signing of the contract. We can make a special arrangement to not publish any photos. Number 34, named storm pricing. In the event that a hurricane hits, there is the possibility of escalation of materials, charges, material delays, unworkable weather, consider a force majeure event. So take that into consideration. It's better to do the work during dry season than hurricane season. However, some people don't do work in dry season because there's not a leak issue at that time. You may have a bad roof and you know it's a bad roof, but it's not causing leaks right now because it's not raining. So you just let it sit there, and then right when it starts raining, you're like, oh man, I got to fix this. You call us. You got to know that it's going to take longer to fix during rainy season because we're busier during rainy season. Prices go up during rainy season. During dry season, prices are down. That's the best time to do work, really. People just don't think about that. It's better to do work during the slow season. It's like we're going on vacation. If you go on vacation somewhere during high season, all the hotels are going to be way more expensive. Everything's going to be way more crowded. If you go on vacation when it's a slow season for that region, then you can get good deals. It's the same thing with roofing or with construction. 35, profile and color selections. You must select the shingles, tiles, metal, and the colors within 14 days of approval of the contract. This does not include upgrade options, obviously. Any upgrade would be a change order. 36, price quote. This estimate is good to go for 30 days for all roofing types except metal roofs. Metal roofs are only good for 15 days because metal fluctuates and is more volatile in the market than other materials. Sometimes we'll tell you a price increase is coming on this date, and it might be within 30 days. If we tell you that, that's the date. We'll tell you in writing too. 37, execution of contract. If you sign this contract, this is an agreed to contract. So these are the contract terms. You can see all in here. If you have any questions about any of the terms, please contact us at our phone number, 305 MIA Roof, and anyone in our office can answer any questions about the contract terms, but I wanted to make this video because some people have some confusion about some of these terms, and I wanted to clarify things, and I will attach this video to every time that we send an estimate to help you understand better the contract terms to which you are signing. There are some newer contract terms that are added into the contract just based on things happening in our new environment, and I wanted to go over some of these terms, the newer terms, so that you can better understand them. I do have some videos already about this one, which is the most important of the new terms, maybe the most important term in general, is material escalations, material escalation charges. So basically, due to current shortages of materials on the market and volatility of pricing nationwide related to shipping and logistics, any increase in material pricing due to delays or events beyond the control of Perkins Roofing Corporation will be covered by the owner. So basically, this is telling you that if the prices go up from the time that you sign the contract until the time that the contract is completed on any of the materials, there will be a material escalation change order that will be billed to you, the customer, and every construction contractor is doing this right now, not just Perkins Roofing. You can't get away from this. So basically, any material increase that happens between the start of the project and the finish, and when the material is actually purchased, will be charged to you, the owner of the property. Now, something to keep in mind here are lead times. Right now, what we're seeing in the market, and if you watch my April 2020 price increase video, and I have another video that I just put out before that about market volatility, if you read those, you can see that the prices, the way that the materials are being charged for now, is they cannot be locked in anymore. We used to be able to lock in a price with an agreement saying, okay, this is the agreed to price, it's being locked in, boom, here we go, this is the price, it's not going to change. But now the manufacturers and the distributors, they charge at the time of shipping. So when the material is shipped to your home and delivered, that is when I receive the bill for the material, not the price when you sign the contract. So if roof tiles are 20 weeks out, that's 5 months, we could be looking, because right now there's a price increase every single month pretty much, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, all compounding. You could be looking at 50% more for the roof tiles. They could be 50% higher at the time of delivery than when you originally ordered them. Yeah, that's crazy, I know, but that's completely out of the contractor's hands. I can't control that. It's just what we're living with right now, thanks to the war in Ukraine with Russia, and thanks to a lot of other macro environmental factors. We have a lot to blame, and we're not going to get into that in this video, but that's what's going on, and that's how the billing works. Just so you understand material escalations, we try to avoid this at any cost, but with concrete tiles, it's probably going to happen. Tapered insulation, it's probably going to happen. Other materials we can pretty much get a hold of right now, and this is May. I guess we're going into May 2022 here, so I just want to let you know what this is all about, and then now we'll get into some of the other newer things in the addendum I wanted to go over in this video. The first addition is right here. Note interior protection. This is under number 3 under liability. Owner and owner's rep are responsible for protecting the property directly below the roof, including inside of the unit in the case of an open beam ceiling or in the event of a balcony or terrace deck, unless otherwise in writing. Unless otherwise agreed to in writing. Also, we have here number 7, time and material work approvals. Clients have the option to approve emergency services or immediate work at the time and material rate of $95 per man-hour plus materials with a 10% markup. So basically, if you have an issue that needs to be done right now, you can approve it right now without us doing an estimate to get out there. A lot of our clients who have been with us for a long time have us do this because they need, especially high-end clients, they need something fixed right away. They don't care about the price, just get out here and do it. This is the price. It's $95 per man per hour plus materials at a 10%. So that's the price you're going to be paying for anything approved as time and material. So let's keep moving down here. This one, I believe, is a newer one. In the event of, and this is under roof components number 9, in the event of skylight, roof hatch, roof vent, or other prefabricated accessory install, failure of prefabricated components such as but not limited to caulking, material deterioration, or impact glass are not covered under the Perkins Roofing Limited warranty. Our sole responsibility is the flashing of the roofing assembly. So if we install a skylight under your home, that's not on Perkins Roofing. That would be on the skylight manufacturer. Give us a call and we'll help facilitate the communication between you and the skylight manufacturer. But that would not be a roofing failure or a roofing issue with Perkins. That is a issue with the manufacturer of the skylights, as an example. Let us keep moving on down here. Right here is a new addition under existing structure. All wall transition work, unless otherwise specified, ends in an 8-inch termination as specified by the manufacturers and by code. Any water intrusion issues above this point are not the responsibility of Perkins Roofing Corp. Perkins Roofing is not responsible for leaks or damages caused by water infiltration into the roof system as a result of moisture migration. Buildings with cracked stucco, AC, or electrical equipment, or any other surface that allows water into the roofing system is not the responsibility of Perkins Roofing, and corrective action is specifically excluded from this contract document. So just some additional protection in the event that you don't do what we tell you to do. If we find stucco cracks or something like that, any issues that are not corrected. Let us continue down here. We talked about oil canning. We talked about internal plumbing systems. We talked about other trades. These are all things that we have already spoken about. Let us see. Aha, right here. Note, unforeseen or inspector required repairs to hidden damages must be completed to facilitate proper re-roof. So if there's bad wood in the roof, we have to fix that in the roof in order to get the permit passed. You cannot deny a wood clause change order. Because if there's bad wood, under our license, we have to fix it. We can't leave a life safety issue not fixed. If there's bad structural wood, we have to fix it. We can't leave it. We can't leave you in bad conditions. We have to fix it. It's our responsibility as a responsible roofing contractor to fix it. Also, project momentum is halted by the owner or owner's rep. The owner is responsible for paying delays, immediately paying for progress up to completion, including demobilization, profit, and overhead. So that's what we are looking at here. And also, let's see, Perkins Roofing will not be held responsible for liability for any damages, including permitting issues beyond the control of Perkins Roofing. And so if you stop the work, you tell us, hey, stop, I don't have money for this, stop, stop, stop. If there's any damages because you told us to stop, we're not held responsible for that. And you must pay us to the point of completion. Continuing down here, we have final payment note. The making of final payment shall constitute a waiver of all claims against Perkins Roofing or by owner's rep, except those arising from unsettled liens from work performed by Perkins Roofing. No warranty or warranty provided by Perkins Roofing or material manufacturer shall be valid until paid in full and final payment is received. Let us see here. We already talked about collections, online payments, digital material rights. All of this stuff has already been discussed. So thanks for watching this little addition, this addendum to the video here. Thanks for hanging out with us on another Perkins Roofing video. I know this one's not the most exciting of all my videos, but the purpose of this video is to inform you about the contract terms, teach you about the contract terms, how they apply to you, what they mean, etc., so that you can better understand the contract that you are signing as the homeowner. If you are not signing a contract with Perkins Roofing, many other roofers have similar clauses in their contracts, and hopefully this helps you, whether you're in our market, not in our market, whether you hire Perkins Roofing or not hire Perkins Roofing. Thanks for watching though. I do appreciate it. Please like my videos if you like them. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, follow us on our social medias, and we would appreciate any business in the South Florida area. You can call us at 305 MIA Roof, 40 years plus experience. Thanks for watching.